as individuals as well. So after college, they were presented with another challenge, and again, it was revolving around maintaining their connection, right, to each other, while taking on challenges to grow more as individuals that would prove to themselves and other people how successful and driven they both are as people. So Ben stayed in DC and took a job that brought him back and forth to London, as you've heard, and where he helped, modernize Sky News, which is a world leader in the industry. And, meanwhile, Rachel's challenge led her to the unknown world of Miami real estate. And, it's a city full of crazy properties and equally crazy people who want to outdo each other. So working in real estate there must have been pretty nuts. And despite living in different continents and different cities, they managed to maintain their relationship, and they just knew and trusted that they had to have these challenges for themselves to become the people they wanted to be. And then soon enough, they were ready for the challenge that they would both take on together. And Ben was recruited by Apple, which is pretty much the leader in innovation and cool around the world. And they flew him out twice for interviews, and even though he had spent a lot of time working in London, and as his dad mentioned, he went to live with his brother as a teenager in Boston for the computer camp, which I didn't know about, but I wasn't sure how Ben would feel about leaving the Baltimore, DC area where he grew up and then decided to stay there for college. But it was a long process, and he got the job, and he didn't hesitate for a second to move to California. And even though he had talked trash about Apple for as long as I knew him, he drank the Kool-Aid pretty quickly and was on board with that. So soon after, Rachel headed to San Francisco and faced another challenge of entering another new real estate market. And around that same time, people were saying how crazy and fast, growing and expensive the market was. And finally, after about 6 years, they lived in the same city again. And they really took to the city and took on another challenge again of getting married. And now, they're looking to buy their first house together. And in the midst of all that, that's enough to do. But Rachel got a new real estate job working for Tesla, and they're fast growing and exciting, and she probably have a lot of needs that she can meet for them. And Ben switched teams at Apple, and in his first few days solved a problem that had been confusing the team for a really long time. So I guess he'll have to keep that up. So if it's not obvious by now, they never stop pushing themselves and each other to be better. And they see things that other people don't see, and they can do things that other people can't do. And whatever they do next, whatever unknown challenges come their way, they're gonna do it together. It's really fun to be their friend, and I'm just excited to see what they do next. So here's to Ben and Rachel and their